Hello, big shavers. This is Josh coming at you. My first video ever, so bear with me. Today, I'm going to be shaving with this beautiful piece right here. Came to us from the Big Shave member, Bruce Weber. You can see it's in fantastic condition. It'll focus here in just a second. As you can see, there's very little loss of plating on this beautiful piece. Amazing that it was manufactured in '59. I'm going to be using Jack Black Supreme Cream. It's one of my go-tos because it's got a menthol kind of scent to it. I really like it. It also tends to lather up nice and thick. Provides good cushion. So, without further ado, I've prepped my face by washing with this Aveeno. I don't know if you've used it before. It's pretty cheap. You can get it anywhere. Well, at least here in the United States. But I don't know if it's positively radiant as it's advertised, but it certainly does exfoliate. It does a nice job. Before I lather up, I wanted to show you guys that shave oil I put on there. This is my DIY shave oil, and it has four different types of oils in it. Castor oil, grapeseed, olive oil, and jojoba oil. And this is the first time I've ever used it. You can see it's glistening. It's relatively light, and I like it. You know, feels a little bit like the Kiehl's pre-shave oil in terms of texture. I don't know if any of you have used that, but it definitely feels slick. And you know, you buy these bottles of oils for about $5 a piece, and they give you 16 ounces in them. You know, that's 2 or 3 years worth of product. Or you can buy shave oil at Kiehl's and spend $30. Now, my wife already gives me enough crap for the multitude of brushes and creams that I buy, so I gotta cut costs where I can, and she appreciates that. So, you can kind of see got a little layer of goodness on there, a little cushion. It's about a day and a half growth. It's a Saturday afternoon. Oh yeah. Oh, this stuff's great. It's just so expensive. And for the same type of feeling, a little more water there. For the same type of feeling, you can get yourself a Parasso green tube for next to nothing. It's kind of awkward, you know, doing these videos. I don't know how you do it, John McLennan, Brian Davies. You guys are nuts. Who talks and shaves at the same time? That's all I can do to not gouge myself. Now you can see, this is pretty, it's peaking in the bowl. But one of the downsides to the pre-shave oil is it tends to make the cream sort of die on the face. I think it'll do. So, or it's going to have to do. I'm going to do 3 passes, as is my habit. I do not do 3 passes on the neck, though, because I have an extremely, it's a finicky kind of a neck. It's awfully sensitive. I don't know if you could see that, but inside there is a feather. Well, it's having a hard time focusing. There you go. A feather. This is its 4th use, but I can usually get 3 or 4 out of it. I'm on 5 setting. One of the things that I wrote about in my, oh, hold on. I'm gonna pull a Gillette Fatboy and clear the runways. Yeah. One of the things that I noticed the first time I used this, which was this week, just got it in the mail this week, You can't really see me do that. It's awfully awkward to do it in the viewfinder. I'm going to figure this out, guys, I promise. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The 5 setting on the Gillette is not like the 5 setting on the Merkur Future. Not at all. I find the Gillette to be a little bit more aggressive. So a little bit about myself, since this is my first video. I've been wet shaving for about, not that you could tell, but I've been wet shaving for about 2.5 years. Probably came to it much like most of you. The ubiquitous Gillette cartridge shavers is kind of the norm. I mean, this number 5 really cuts right through the stubble. Even on a 4th use of this feather, it's awfully aggressive on 5, and this thing goes up to 9. Anyway, my dad taught me how to shave with the cartridge. And nothing wrong with the cartridge. Until I hit puberty hardcore, you know, like 17 or 18 years old, and the hair really starts to get thicker. And the result of that was that I was getting a lot of ingrowns and bumps. And so I went to trying to use electric, and the electric has its uses, but really, I can't see it in there. Really, for the most part, it's shite. I mean, I don't care about... Your best electric is not even going to get this close to the worst cartridge. I tried the Norelco ones, the ones with the circular blades. I tried the bronze. And again, like I said, if you're up early in the morning and you just need to get some hair off your face, it's not bad at reduction, but it's not going to eliminate the hair off your face. So, I mean, I'm like, 30 years old when I'm figuring all this stuff out. And frankly, I'm tired of my wife picking ingrown hairs out of my chin. And I came by Mantic 59's videos on YouTube. Okay, first pass. Not bad. It's a first pass. What do you want? It's not going to be perfect. It's one of the things you have to get used to when you're shaving with one of these bad boys. Anyway, so Mantic 59, kind of cheesy, but I like him. It's like your uncle. He's very patient. He's got a little weeper on the left here. He's got those kind of panda eyes. But he's, he's like that patient uncle. And it really is what your dad didn't teach you, because my dad never taught me any of this. He taught me Gillette Sensor. You guys remember that one? But Mantic 59, whose real name I believe is Mark, Good videos. You watch them, and you can get a remedial idea of how to do this stuff, which is mighty fine. So, I thought I knew what I was doing. I had a basic understanding. I think my first razor was a Merkur 37. No, it was the HD. It's a great razor. Clear the runways. On this one, I go against the grain, or across the grain. You can just hear it singing. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to take it down to a 3. Oh, it's noticeable how different it is on the lower setting. But I thought I knew what I was doing. I had a basic kit. In the US, you can get most of what you need off of Amazon.com. I didn't know anything about making my own pre-shave oils, my own do-it-yourself 10 skin. You see that weeper right there? Oh well. I'm surprised I haven't chopped up my whole face. But you know, the big shave. I learned about it by watching Michael Friedberg, who I think I learned about him by watching Mantic 59 on YouTube. He's a funny guy. Thanks for those videos, brother. And thanks for hooking me up with a big shave. The video was him doing a review of Arco. I think it was called Arco and Deep Thoughts or something of that nature. I love it. Love that guy. He's very candid. And then I joined the Big Shave, and ever since then, my razor acquisition disorder has exploded. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've met an awful lot of really nice folks. It has been a boon to my shaving knowledge. Not so much for my checkbook. That's okay. This too shall pass, right? Right? Please tell me it will pass. Okay. Pass 2 complete. We're getting there. So pass 3. Pretty much I leave the neck alone. One of the things I learned early on in this process was that although the baby smooth shave is prized, you know, it comes at a cost occasionally. If you're going out to a formal event, it's not such a bad thing to doll yourself up and put up with some irritation to get that baby soft. Man, I gotta tell you what, this was a big bowl of lather and it just died on me. Maybe it's Yen's fault for teaching me how to clean this thing, because this silver tip was right where I wanted it, and then he convinced me to clean it. Kidding. It's a good idea. This brush hadn't been cleaned in like 2 years. So the Big Shave, love it. You guys are awesome. Very, very friendly, helpful, full of information. No question is too stupid. You get the trolls every once in a while. That just provides some drama. Everybody was doing cheetah flips the other day about the gun debate. On this third one, I like to go against the grain on the face only. Some shout outs. John McLennan, you're a good dude. This guy, really entertaining to watch your videos. I love to see you change the different razors. You're fearless with the straight edge. Bruce Weber. This razor I'm holding in my hand, which you could see earlier, is in great condition. Came from Bruce Weber. I was on the site complaining about the quality or lack of it. And egregious prices on eBay. It's really impossible to find one of these things for like under, $150. There are just too many razors out there I want to spend that much on one. Okay. And now I'm just going to touch up some stuff. But Bruce messaged me. And he said he had a good one. He sent it to me for a very fair price. And as promised, he sent me the razor very quickly. It's fantastic. I love this thing. Definitely going to become part of my normal rotation. And in the package is a super speed. Just kind of threw it in there. Yeah, whatever. So Bruce, thank you. Also a font of knowledge on this stuff. I'll go the extra mile here. Of course, I can't forget David Marshburn. He's been really helpful helping me learn about soaps, brushes. James Dillon, Dallas fam, also really getting me oriented. I didn't even know that there was anything different about one brush to another other than the fact that the bristles are made out of one animal or another. I know better now. Shave complete. It's alum time. Let's see how we did. Ozma. As usual, my mustache area, which by the way, I can't grow a mustache. It's like empty in the middle. It's like a reverse Hitler. Can't grow a mustache. I would say it's a DFS. It's hard to do this when you're talking. But serviceable for a Saturday night with the wife. one of the things that we've been talking about a lot on the forum is do-it-yourself 10 skin. You can see it's kind of cloudy. It's an awful lot of uncoated aspirin in there, alcohol, witch hazel. I put some tea tree oil and some peppermint oil in there, essential oils. Ooh. You find it really does a good job of healing stuff. You saw what it did for John McClellan. That first video of his was bloody murder. But this stuff really heals it up. Someone told me that the alcohol activates the aspirin, and that's why it works. So I let that calm down, and then I'm going to use this Clinique Lotion, which is very nice. It's got an SPF 21 in it. It is not sticky in the least. So that's my first shave video. I want to thank you guys again for being so cool and teaching me the ropes. I hope I can do this again. I hope I figure out how to get this up online. I hope everybody's having a great weekend and have happy shaves, and I'll see you on Monday. A couple razors from now, I'm sure. All right, guys, take care.